G'day subscribers. Today we're going to talk about weight on a car, some accessories and some tools. Welcome back to Jive Talking Garage, your Jules Night. So on 48 utes and FJ utes and panel vans, you'll see a tag. I know on the 48 models, it's a case of they'll have a gross of 27 3/4 chain weights. But this is the one off my FJ, and it's got, as you can see there, 28 chain weights. Now, chain weights are nearly 51 kilos of chain weight, 50.8. So I've done the maths for us. And in saying that Holden gross weight, 20 chain weights, and chain weight being 50.8, it's saying that's 1,422.4 kilos when you convert it out from chain weights to being the imperial measure to kilos, 1422. And I was thinking, but what does that mean? So I'm figuring maximum gross weight. But I thought, oh, so I looked up the weight, and the curb weight on a FJ, Ute, whatever, 1,012 is the curb weight. I thought, well, that's less than the gross weight, so therefore the cargo weight is the difference, which is 410 kilos. Okay, so the gross weight is the car and the load, and the most it can carry of that weight is 1422 kilos. So that leaves about 410 kilos, an engine, whatever, so 405 pounds. At 2.2, I calculated that at 184. So about two of those it should be able to carry according to the nameplate. So let's face it, we've all overloaded our FJs in our lifetimes. But anyway, something you never think about. Now you'll find on a ute and a van that they sit underneath the tag on the firewall tag with all the production detail on there as far as its number and upholstery and paint number, and if it's got an accent for what month it was painted and all that sort of thing. But you can buy these now from Rare Spares. I know I did. Remember, two different ones, 27 3/4 and 28. But oh look, I could have left my original one on, but I thought, yeah, nah, I'm going to put a real one on. This is one you can get from Rare Spares. Now, accessories this week for me are what's come in the door. Well, I already had this one from Tristan, and it's a cigarette lighter. It's a Nasco cigarette lighter. You can see the Nasco inscribed on it, but what I like is it's the bolt up underneath the dashboard type, such that when you've you don't have to drill a hole. Like with my ute, I tried to make it look as authentic factory as possible, and so I measured Basil's dashboard, and where the special 1955 special had its cigarette lighter, so you could have it above the headlight switch, or early ones you see they had it above the dashboard button, the glove box button, or you could see it somewhere between where the radio knobs were and the wiper switch in a line. But Tristan was kind enough to help me out with this one, so you actually mount it underneath the dashboard. So if the back of the book is the dashboard, that just screws up there, so you can have other things alongside it, along in here, and it'll just melt into the background really, and you sort of don't notice it. I really like that, and I'm going to run with that. I didn't have time before Christmas to install it, but that's what I like. It's all new old stock, perfect. Like that, I've got the Nasco tip for it, or an ivory tip. Now remember, it might have the Nasco name on it, but Nasco didn't make them. Nasco sold them. Nasco specified them, sent it out to the manufacturer, and the manufacturer has put the Nasco detail on it. It's even got the 6-volt and Nasco riding along here and in there. So it's, great little item. Now what I also had was this wiring. So it's got a loop here that attaches to the cigarette lighter, and this can go over a power source. And the other thing that I liked about it was the fact that this clip allows you to run the power lead through it, but also to slip this underneath the dashboard such that the wire remains out of sight, and it's also fastened there without drilling any holes. And I think that's a really, really clever idea. I like it. But the one thing it is missing is inline fuse. So I'll engage with either the Brains Trust or my auto electrician, Dad's auto electrician, and I'll find out what the appropriate amps are for an inline fuse. So the other thing I got during the week is the delivery of the tool bag. So I specified a green one. There's a fellow remaking them now. Thanks, Alan Harris. And I've got to put my Turner screwdriver in there and my pliers and all that sort of thing. But that just gives you room for your spanners, your pliers, your screwdriver, the tube for your spark plugs, and also wheel nuts, the hubcap remover, which is also part of this tool as well. And then you'll have a wrench that goes in here, an adjustable wrench, and a hammer, a ball peen hammer. So I'm going to outfit that. I just thought I'd share it with you before it's all said and done. And one of the things that I like about it is, like the originals, and I had a nice little pouch for many years. You can just roll it up and tie it up, and you've got your tools. I'm just going to put that on my parcel shelf, or if you've got a sedan, you can slip it in the boot, or panel van or ute, you can just put it in your spare wheel well, and then it's sort of out of sight, out of mind. But I'm just going to put mine on the parcel shelf, because with a ute and van, they can get very dusty in the spare wheel well. So I'm just trying to keep things in good condition. So just a quick hit for today. We had the weight tag. So we've got the tag for our weights, which is on the commercials. We've talked about the little accessory we got from Tristan. Now, they were made by like Press Light, and there was a couple of other manufacturers as well, but they weren't made by Nasco, but they were certainly marketed and sold by Nasco. And also the tool bag that you can get now, I think that's a really good thing, and I'm so pleased. I saw Big Tony from Adelaide. He got one as well in the right colour. So great to see you can get these things. Anyway, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. But more importantly, enjoy your holding.